It's showtime.
BS&B Media, in association with STWF-TV, the podcasting network.
Introducing the best in the world! Ooh, yeah!
What's going on, everybody? Welcome in. It's best in the world. Hashtag BITW. I'm Dale. We got Trell, the OTC from Sports View Wrestling, in the house, fresh off of his trip to Wrestlemania in Vegas. Trell, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Feeling better. Feeling better. How's everybody?
All recovered from the Vegas hangover, man?
Health-wise, yes. Wallet, give me another month.
Yeah, I feel you there, man. I feel you there. Talk to me about WWE World. What did you get to check out? Who did you meet? What did you do?
Oh man, I got to check out. They had Eddie Guerrero's Lowrider on display. I was able to go check that out. Stephanie Baker was over there, swarmed by a lot of people.
Yeah.
I got to meet AJ Styles. Just by he was walking by us when me and JoJo were talking to a security guard in regards to getting in line to see Raquel, and he
Mhm.
just casually walking by with with security, and I just turned around like, "What's up, AJ?" And gave me a
Let's
dap. So
go.
I was like, that
Let's
was pretty
go.
cool.
Yes,
Um,
indeed.
Me and John, Kylie Armstrong, took a photo with her. Met
Awesome.
Raquel. The girls met the MFTs.
All right.
And Jey Uso.
Mm-hmm.
And as a group, we got to meet and take a photo with Natty,
Yay!
which was like our goal that we set
Yeah.
out to do, and
Yeah.
we
Right.
accomplished it. Gave us a once in a lifetime signature card with front of it being the cover of her book, and she signed each card by name. So,
Let's
and
go.
now she officially follows Sports for You Wrestling. So
That's awesome, bro. That's the
that was a
win.
highlight.
That's a
That was
win,
a
bro.
highlight.
That's a win.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
win. Yep, we left out of there with something. Definitely.
That's awesome. Natty is I guess just like she is. Like she is cool as a fan. So
Yeah,
that's awesome. That is awesome. Shout out to
yeah, man.
Natty.
She's very respectful, very nice. She took time. Like she spoke a little bit with every meet and greet, but when she got to us, she was literally talking to each and every one of us one by one. So
Mhm.
it was pretty cool. We got a little bit extra time with Natty. So
Awesome. Um, did you see any matches at all at WWE World?
no. Actually,
Okay.
we I was in line for knee, and I could see Jada Parker from my being 6 feet has its advantages because in a sea of people, I could see Jada Parker all the way down the building in the ring making her entrance. So I was like, that was dope. I got to see Miss Parker. So,
Let's
um,
go. Let's go. What's going on,
yeah.
Jake? Man, we talking about
Oh,
Charles'
Jake's on camera.
experience at WWE World in WrestleMania weekend.
I'm here for an early hype check on, the NFL draft tonight. Excited for best in the world as always, but I'm also here for a main sound check and to see how the camera looks with the new setup I'm doing right now for the draft show. But
I
other than
can.
that, what was your question, Dale? I'll be happy to answer.
No, we were just talking about WWE World and Charles' experience at WrestleMania. So,
Nice. Oh, I was
Mm-hmm.
happy. Trell knows I only ask one thing whenever people go to pay-per-view shows, anything. Take tons of
Content.
pictures.
Yeah.
All I ever ask because one, I want to see him, and two, you need to keep those memories. So yeah, no,
yeah.
Excited to see everything he was doing. Met a lot of cool people. I listened in and heard the AJ story. That's awesome. I got a Polaroid somewhere from when they came to Cincinnati at the Gardens one time, and it's me, him, Samoa Joe with the old school TNA title in the 6-sided ring. I actually got to get into the ring to get that Polaroid taken, and it was cool. I loved it. But yeah, no, that's awesome. I loved seeing the pictures all weekend.
Yeah, man, we got a chance to take a picture with Tommy Dreamer and LaGreg at the Busted Open party. That was a good time as well. So we were pretty busy every single day we was out there. We was out there networking, meeting up with people that seeing in a minute, and then meeting with like a few stars and stuff like that. So it was great. Wrestlemania night building. I mean, the pay per view as a whole on night one was all right, but being there, it was still fun.
Yes. Feel you. Nothing like being in the building, man. Nothing like it. All right. Let's get to the show here, and let's talk about this moment here. First off, so we're gonna pretty much recap WrestleMania. We're gonna talk to some news and rumors, all that kind of stuff. But yeah. So Bianca comes out there. It looks like she's in her normal Bianca Belair shape. She's doing her thing and making her way to the ring, getting in there with John Cena, and then she reveals her stomach to show that she is pregnant. Because I was like, yo, that finger look fine to me. Put up against Jade right now. Let's go.
Dale finger.
Yeah, I don't know who I watched it all weekend at my sister's. I was excited. So I saw her come out. I'm like, oh, we're finally getting EST back, and completely covered up, couldn't see nothing. And my brother-in-law had a couple of friends over, and his girl was like, man, I don't know, something don't look right. I think she's pregnant. I'm like, how can you even tell? She got the whole coat on. And she came out, and as soon as she started doing the, well, hold on, next year or right now or something like that, and then threw it open, I was like, oh, my God, you called it. I can totally see it now. I was freaking hyped. I was like, congratulations to them. That's exciting. Hyped for them. And I'm like, I knew she had to be out for more than the reason than just a finger.
I knew something was off the moment she wasn't hopping and skipping and twirling her braid. I'm like, something ain't right. She just walking to me, hi, how you doing? How you doing? Like she's going to the formal. I'm like, why she ain't jumping? And then I'm like, all right. I kind of had my suspicions. I'm like, Montez was like, hey, listen.
Using heels. That's what I think.
Even then, she even then when she's in heels, she's still a little bit more animated, twirling her hair, get in the ring, do a little 360 turn or something. She wasn't doing none of that.
She was doing it. She wasn't doing that to make sure that coat stayed closed.
Exactly. And I guess Montez is like, well, you're not doing anything anyway, so.
And I did like how John Cena added the extra person to the final count.
Yeah,
the littlest, yeah.
Love it. So yeah, great moment. Congratulations to Bianca and Montez. Look, I'm not gonna lie. My first thought, Trell, was Kiffin, off of this baby right now. I want this baby to go to LSU right now.
Right?
This is gonna be an athletic kid, straight up.
She's gonna have a she went to Tennessee, we're gonna have an LSU baby.
Hey, we all for the scholarship first. She got to come. Baby got to come to LSU. That's it. So, all right. Let's get to some news and rumors. I'm starting off with the Ric Flair thing here. Ric Flair was on I think that's Ariel Wani's podcast. Well, he's basically talking about his beef with Ludwig Kaiser. And this stems back to the whole WrestleMania match that Tiffany Stratton had with Charlotte Flair. and the unscripted, back and forth they had, which said, Ludwig Kaiser, tell him to get out my DMs or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so, Ric Flair got wind of this. He says, you know, he goes to get the guy's number. He calls him up, basically threatens him, saying, I'm gonna kick your ass. And now Ric Flair's upset because Louis Kaiser, he went to management and be like, hey, Ric Flair threatened me. And now they didn't allow him at WrestleMania because of this beef here. Um, First off, what's your thoughts on it? And then what's your reaction? Did Louis Kaiser do the right thing? Is he like a little punk or whatever? What's your thoughts on it, Jerome?
My thoughts are all over the place. Part of me wants to say, why you snitching, but at the same time, it's like, what is Ric Flair doing, man? Like, you too damn old to be doing stuff like this. Ashley Flair is old enough to handle her
Right,
own business.
right.
She handled that Tiffany Stratton thing just fine by herself. I mean, if he was in her
And it's
DMs,
over.
it if she exposed the cheater or potential cheater, and that's why he's no longer with Tiffany. So if that's the
Yeah.
case, that's what he gets.
Mhm.
But at the same, Rick needs to sit down somewhere because the man's all over the place. He's already on another divorce. If I'm not mistaken, like,
Already?
yeah, he's
Really?
not with his wife. So
Damn, Rick.
it's like, sit down, Rick. I mean, are your kids are grown?
Yeah, man.
Let Abby take. She's living her best life now. Let her be. Let her be.
That's the thing. Like he's coming to her defense. Like for what? Like nobody. At least he didn't say anything bad about her at all. He was trying to get with
Yeah.
her.
I mean, yeah. And got exposed. So
Yeah,
that's what you get. But she did that on her own.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Oh, Rick, be better.
Oh, Rick. Oh, Rick, man.
Slick Rick.
All right, TNA has a new policy restricting talent from working certain independent shows featuring AEW
Hmm.
wrestlers. So we heard about them pulling some guys from some indie shows because they were matched up against some AEW wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
The company cited partner conflict in the statement.
Mm-hmm.
So we know what that means here.
Yeah.
Uh, Jake, what's your thoughts on this from a TNA perspective here? Like you
Well,
don't want to upset your partner, right?
yeah, I mean, you don't want to you don't want to bite the hand that feeds you. I mean, ever
Yeah.
since WWE took TNA up under the umbrella, they've been getting exposed more. They got a massive TV deal. Their house shows are getting or not their house, their pay-per-view shows are getting bigger. Stars are being made. You don't bite the hand that feeds you. I mean, they are literally getting back on top with the hand of WWE. So you're not, and they're doing it a lot on their own too. They're still pushing their own talent, still making shows and doing correct things. But if they say, hey, you want this partnership to continue, anything that's got to do with AEW, we're not doing this. We're not a part of it. And we can sever these ties real quick because we're the big boys. TNA don't want to do that. TNA likes what they're doing. TNA likes getting bigger. TNA likes being more noticed. So if I was in the same position, hey, yeah, y'all come back over here. We ain't doing that show. That's exactly what I'm doing.
Mm, mm, okay. Yeah, that's the way to do business. I believe. Hey, man, you don't want to upset your partners here. Make this money. Um, Sorry for your little indie shows where you you promoted this big crossover. I mean, it sucks for you guys, but yeah.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Because Shapiro and Khan, they look like. Mm, no, we need them discussing our business with those guys over there, and
Yeah.
so forth. So because that's you don't know who's leaking out. That's the easy way to leak out stuff as far as talent wise, because people got friends from WWE to TNA to AEW. Like I do, just have conversations that they're doing this over here, and then they're gonna go over there and do that. So WWE, they don't do business with AEW. So like Jake said, if you're aligned with us, you ain't doing business with them. So like G Unit, Shapiro and Nick Khan, they're 50 Cent. So if they go on a war with AEW, you best be on board with that war, or you find yourself on the out.
That's it, man. That's right. That's
So
right.
AEW is Murder Inc. right now. So fall in or get cut off, and TNA is on a high right now thanks to this partnership because WWE has treated their partnership better than AEW treated their partnership. So why do anything to mess that up?
Right. Exactly. Exactly. All right. There are
Smoke.
some rumors going around. WWE is exploring ways to tweak the overall look and feel of SmackDown. So it doesn't necessarily mean that they're gonna do a complete overhaul of like the roster and the fact that it's a wrestling show or whatever. But I think they're trying to make it look different than the way Raw looks. So maybe you're looking at different camera angles, um, maybe different announcers or something like that. Maybe a different place where you sit. We'll see what ends up happening with it. But I believe they just had like the highest rated SmackDown. I mean, like a few weeks ago. Trevor, what do you think is up with this idea here to tweak SmackDown?
SmackDown needs help.
Okay.
Because if you think about it, 20 years ago, it felt like SmackDown was the premier brand. Especially during the Ruthless Aggression era, all the good stuff was happening on SmackDown, and then it felt like Raw was trying to catch up because Raw wasn't doing so good when it was on the TNN or Spike TV era. So SmackDown had Brock and Taker and Angle and all that. So they're now Raw is the Bloodline. Bloodline's on Monday Night Raw now. So SmackDown needs a shot in the armor to make their shows must see as well because with possibly they already added it's already been announced that Rhea Ripley is now officially on SmackDown and they already teased CM Punk moving over to SmackDown when he comes back from his vacation. So I wouldn't be surprised to get a whole new intro, maybe a whole new ring setup,
I mean,
stand up camera angles, like I said. But they need to get the ratings up every week, not just once in a while.
didn't they just get a new uh intro? Like, because
I
we
mean,
got
dude, they don't
usual.
even really. If you really think about it, they don't even have an intro. They just when the show starts, they do a whole drone shot of the building, and then they go right into.
But it's the Eminem track though, right?
No, that's on Raw.
It's on. Oh, my bad. My bad. All
I
right.
miss the old entrances.
They don't even do it. They don't even need intros no more. That's the crazy part. They don't do intro. What happened to when Raw used to come on? You had the bands, and then you had all that stuff. SmackDown had the beautiful people and Marilyn Manson, all the little. They don't do intros no more. They just cut straight
Beautiful
to the
People
out.
was the best.
Yes, they don't even do intros no more. They just cut to the show. Like, get back to doing intros. Get people hyped for the show.
Raise Up was freaking awesome. Oh man, you got me cooking on these old songs.
Yeah,
Man, they were good. It was a way to hype up the show and start you off great.
Yeah.
exactly. They don't do that no more. They just cut to the outside of the show, and then whatever match is starting or who's doing the opening segment, they don't do the opening intro with the pyro going off.
SmackDown is just salted white people chicken.
What happened to all that? Because Raw doesn't do it either. I mean, we got these new songs, but you only hear them when we're about to go commercial or the show's coming on.
Yes, please. No, I don't. Everything. I mean, I'm gonna explain this and make it sound bad. I love WWE. I like what they do. But y'all remember, like, I don't know, 20-ish years ago, you drive by and see a McDonald's with all the colors and everything, and now they're just gray and it's boring.
Yeah.
WWE literally followed that same exact trend. They used to have the eccentricness, the Titantrons. Now when wrestlers come out, you just see their name and a couple flashing lights with a song. Beginning of the show, like Trell said, you just pan into the show and, oh, we're in this town tonight and welcome, and this is what we're doing. And then out comes the champion for the first segment of the show every time. It's just, it's so we know what's going to happen. And then, you know what really aggravates me about pay-per-views nowadays? And I'm going on a rant at this point. You know what really aggravates me about pay-per-views? Something I always looked forward to as a kid. No, the commercials absolutely. Oh, commercials absolutely. No, you're right. No, they don't do any backstage promos hardly anymore. That's why I watch AEW a little bit more when it comes to pay-per-view time, because we get backstage access and see things happen. We're missing. I used to love Royal Rumbles where they'd come in and do last-minute number selections. We don't get nothing. It's match after match, and then they talk, and then commercial break, and then they talk a little bit, and here comes the match, and then commercial. It's just, it's not the same.
They deviated from what made it good.
Yeah.
I'm with Jake. Bring back the Titantron. I mean, all these builds you see on YouTube, people doing custom Titantron videos to the song. It's like, damn, if only they can do that in actual. I mean, when you see the Bloodline come out, have, a Titantron, them just smashing people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
you want to know something crazy? There's one wrestler right now in WWE that has a Titantron. You want to know who it is?
Kit Wilson?
Yes.
One
guy has a Titantron, and it's Kit Wilson.
Yeah. Go back to Titans, man. Go back to the Titantrons.
Take us back. I mean, they brought back the Pyro. They can bring back Titantrons at this point.
Yeah, exactly. That's not that hard to do.
No, it's not.
Okay. WWE Night of Champions. Remember, this is in Saudi, and this is going to take place on June 27th. The tickets are going to go on sale on Monday, April 27th. So, my question to you guys is:
Is Green Shirt guy going to be there? No, probably not.
Probably.
I mean, first off, can you even go to Saudi Arabia from the United States of America right now? Will the State Department allow it?
I think it's mostly gonna be Saudi people.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's call it for what it is.
I'm just gonna say, obviously, I'm gonna watch it. But if they wanna do a great, hilarious blooper, or if any Arabic fan out there that hears me say this, which I don't know if you will, but please do. I don't care who's sitting in that front row spot. Go buy a green shirt and wear it and be the Saudi Arabian green shirt guy, please. Just for the comedy bit of it.
I gotta imagine this is not gonna happen.
Nick Khan was like, I don't remember saying anything about them cutting anything. We don't have this show. We make our decisions based off numbers, how much attention it gets, and that's it. They ain't going by what. Basically, with paraphrasing, they don't care about people's concerns.
Listen,
you want to get
some of these ladies gonna be like, I ain't going out there. They dropping bombs out there.
No, the ladies gonna be like, I ain't going out there. I ain't dressed like.
I have dressed in all these hot clothes, and then get out there and they dropping bombs. Hell no.
They're not going to be able to play Liv Morgan's new theme song out there. I know that.
Wait, why not? What's wrong with
Too seductive, and they can't rip her clothes off this time either.
Well, you can't play the video, but
Oh wait, did she get a Titantron now for that too?
It's possible. Yeah.
That technically that counts as a Titantron, sort of, right? It's a music video, but I don't know.
All right. You guys got anything else for news and rumors before we get into WrestleMania here?
I got one.
Okay.
Brock's getting sued.
Brock. So I don't know if that's even real, right?
No,
So I heard the
it.
whole thing about Brock potentially getting sued because he was supposed to retire, but
Oh,
he
you telling me
did.
this is
Yeah,
storyline?
he retired early because when he did, usually they have codes when they're about to go off script. So when Brock, hey Faith, when Brock did this, that's a signal that I'm about to go off script, and he retired early because he wanted to be retired by Oba. And if you remember, Dale, what I was saying months ago about that report of Brock saying he don't want to lose another match until he retires. So he wasn't going to lose to Brock and then turn around and get retired by Gunther in Minnesota. He wasn't going to lose back to back. So he's like, well, I might as well just lose now. And he handpicked Oba for months. Yeah, Oba on the radar since Oba was still NXT champion. So there was his successor. And he figured, if you're going to do this match now, I'm out of here. So
See, the only thing that
yeah,
I'm gonna
it's kind of true. Them suing them. So
the only thing that I'm taking from that, and the only reason because I am on team hopes of, yeah, no, it's storyline. There's still going to be a match between him and Gunther. Only reason I'm saying that is because this could be the plot twist. He retired from WrestleMania. That's his last WrestleMania card. Who knows? He wanted to put his boots down and gloves down at WrestleMania to say this is my last one. The more and more I thought about it, the more and more I was beating my head against the wall every time Trail said, no, he's not, because I was getting aggravated. Like, stop that. And I was having fun with it, though, Trail. That was great. Maybe I'm just not ready to let Brock go. Maybe it's just me thinking that, hey, this is storyline. Something always happens like this, and then you always see someone come back. For God's sake, Shawn Michaels came back. I don't know. Anything could happen. Like Ted DiBiase says, everybody's got a price. Something could happen here to where maybe there's one more match. But the way – see, Tro, you didn't explain that when you explained it in the group chat. That makes more sense now, and I kind of am on your side about that being the last
Well, that
one.
report came out after the fact.
Yeah.
That report came out after the fact.
See, but the way you just explained it, instead of me just thinking you're trying to down my take, I'm like, damn, no, it makes so much more sense now.
He still ain't coming back, Jake.
No, like I said, I'm kind of more on your side with that take now, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he breached more of a surprise than anything.
Yeah, he contract. Oh, they're gonna sue him. He got the money to pay it. He don't care.
Oh yeah, I definitely think for sure he's getting sued though. Because isn't that
So they could have.
Doesn't it technically count as a breach of contract?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Because his retirement date was supposed to be in SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
If they picked somebody else to face Brock, he would have won that match easy peasy, and then he would have had Oba at SummerSlam, and then that would have been it. But I get it. It's WrestleMania, marquee. King Kong versus Godzilla.
So what if his reasoning is not about, losing twice in a row? What if his reasoning is more health related? And
could be both.
And in a case like that, you're not going to win a lawsuit. This is health related.
I mean, Brock doesn't wrestle. He wrestles like what, if Andy once or twice a year, at most, and he doesn't really do much outside of suplexes and a couple of beatdowns and suplexes and beatdowns and an F5. I think he wanted to retire in Minnesota, but I'd rather pick Oba over Gunther because try convincing the world that Gunther's going to retire Brock Lesnar, compared to Oba Finley, who is pretty much the black version of Brock Lesnar. That's literally his twin.
Right.
So I think it just more came down to, if I'm facing that guy's retiring me, not him. When you get handpicked by Brock to retire him, that's huge. That's major.
Hmm.
Yep. There you go.
Okay.
And Brock would do what everyone Brock wants.
Okay.
He ain't doing it. He ain't doing it.
Hmm. I guess
No,
we'll
my
see how this plays out then,
yeah.
and see if they actually go through with this lawsuit. To me, that's bad business, because I mean, this has been like a guy that's been with you forever,
Mm-hmm.
and just because you want to get another guy, over on one match, like, come on, man. Like, if the guy, and I gotta believe he's in bad shape, because why would he pass up on another payday? It's another payday. Why would he pass that up?
Because they wanted him to lose on top of losing his retirement match. He
Yeah,
didn't want to lose twice.
yeah, I can't believe
Like
that matters.
it does. It really does. You want to at least have, like I said,
Yeah,
Brock fights at least twice a year at max. You don't want to go in the whole year with 2 losses and then get not one victory. I mean, he got
like,
eliminated for the Royal Rumble. Um, he was going to lose at Mania and then turn around and lose again
yeah,
at Minneapolis.
I feel you.
Nah, he wanted Oba to do it, and he's like, I'm not losing twice.
Okay, all right,
Fellas, I gotta get up out of here. Fun being with you talking Mania. I'll definitely be back next week unless Dale you're having a break.
all
Go Fable.
Time to time to get this draft on. As soon as you're done watching this show, come over and watch the draft show. You guys have a great night.
yes, sir.
See ya.
All right, um, let's go through WrestleMania and get your thoughts and everything else about it. First off, which night do you believe was the superior night?
2.
Okay, night two was the best.
Easy.
Um, I thought night one had some nice feels, if that makes any sense. Um, the the whole match with well, not the whole match, but the Liv Morgan winning, in night one, that was like a big feel thing. Cody winning as well. I mean, for me, that was like a feel thing too.
Mm.
Becky too for me. So I had
Hmm.
I had feels night one. I didn't have as many feels on night two, besides the Brock part. Like, absolutely, that was the moment, and unexpected, everything like that, and of course, the Bianca Belair thing, which I mentioned at the top of the show too. So,
Hmm.
um, so yeah, to me, those were the feels of
Hmm.
the of everything here. So,
Yeah. It
so
was
yeah,
it was
all right.
hard to get. It was hard to get any feels for night one
Mm-hmm.
because the matches were too short. The matches
Okay,
were too short.
okay. You thought the match was
Um,
short. All right.
it was more entrance, more commercials. It felt rushed.
Yeah,
If you blink, you miss most of the match. If you went to go get a drink or something in the long line, you come back, the match was already over. It just felt like the production of it was way too quick.
yeah,
Night two, it was like slow down. You had more time. Everyone had enough time to get in their stuff. And night two was more anticipated because you had Roman and Punk, and then you have the Demon versus Mysterio. You have Brock and Nova. That's already three marquee matches that people were looking forward to and thoroughly enjoyed. I didn't thoroughly enjoy the matches because again, Stephanie and Liv, for all that build up that they did for the past couple weeks and a month, that was like must see TV. It wasn't long enough. It was only
mm,
like 6 minutes. That match only lasts like 5, 6 minutes.
okay,
So they could have did more. And then yeah, that's the timing was awful and awfully booked on night one.
Well, let's go with this fake question here. Should Mania go back to one night?
Um, no, in a way because you got enough talent. Everybody who's on the WrestleMania card for both nights deserved to be there. It wasn't one of those why is this match here. Um, each one deserved a Mania shot. It's just a simple fact of you got to balance the time, because that's why night one had one more extra match than night two did. So they just got to balance the time and lower the commercial time too. But I get it; it's ESPN. Any pay per view, whether it's UFC, boxing, or WWE, if it's on ESPN, you're gonna get a whole lot of commercials. So night
Yeah.
one felt like an episode of Monday Night Raw.
God, it was so many commercials for WrestleMania, bro. Like so many. This Hulk documentary, damn it, we've seen that a million times.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like they showed like a whole episode of the doc on the on the thing. It got like real slow. And I'm like, this still a commercial? Did we just switch channels or something? That's what I started thinking.
Yeah, yeah. It was pretty booked. So I think night two, having two nights is dope because you got more talent that earned their way on that spot. They just got to
Yes.
do better booking the time and these
Mhm.
matches.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with you. I agree. All right, so let's start with night one. Go through them. AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch. Becky gets the win, wins the Intercontinental Championship. Um, she is the new champion. I think we both expected this to happen. I mean, AJ Lee had her little run with the title, gave the fans what they want. Now she get to go back and do whatever the hell it is AJ Lee does for a while.
Yeah, I think AJ Lee be back in a couple months. If a certain person needs backup. Um,
Mm,
I already had AJ Lee losing the title at WrestleMania, but I didn't have Becky Lynch being the one in that match. So, because I was one against the whole flip flop of the Intercontinental Championship between AJ Lee and Becky to begin with. If she was gonna lose it, have it lose it to like Bailey or Roxanne, but Roxanne wasn't back yet to have enough time to start a
yeah,
story. So they could have pivot and had AJ Lee win, and then you bring in Roxanne or someone else to challenge her at Backlash or Clash in Italy, and then she'll drop it there. But now it's going to be next woman up to face Becky, and I think it should be Bailey.
okay. Um, Drew McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu in the unsanctioned match. Definitely a brutal contest there. Your thoughts on this one?
I love
Definitely
this match.
lived up to
Jacob's
the
entrance,
unsanctioned thing, right?
yeah, I love Jacob's entrance. With the
Police.
with the yeah with the people doing like the fire and stuff like that. I love that. So, but of course, we all had Jacob winning, so Jacob dominated that match, and he had his WrestleMania moment. I mean, he won the United States Championship last year, but it felt like this year, it literally felt like this was his WrestleMania moment.
Yeah, yeah, man. Um, I I did like the of course the spots Drew did with taking the phone, posting the stuff to Twitter,
Mm-hmm.
um, the weapons, like wrenches and all this kind of stuff. Um, I thought it was well done, um, and we got to see that moonsault. That moonsault is money. So Jacob Fatu is. I think he's set up to maybe get another singles match at the next Mania. So, and now what I posted in the group was like Jacob Fatu got a singles match at Wrestlemania before Solo Sikoa. And everybody was like, oh, I mean, that's to be expected. I mean, but I'm not saying overall Solo Sikoa is on a different level or upper should be above Jacob Fatu or anything like that. I am saying Solo has held down WWE for a good portion of time. And I believe he is well deserving of a solo match at Mania. And it's been 2 years in a row that he got shafted. Oh, I think you muted, or I can't hear you for some reason.
I had the mic muted.
Okay, all right.
I was saying like Solo has held down SmackDown very well. The moment Roman Reigns lost the Undisputed Championship 2 years ago, and he's been a mainstay, a fixture. I agree. He should at least some type of WrestleMania match.
hmm
Like you could at least, if you're gonna have another match in there, you could at least squeeze in the Wyatts and MFTs if that's the case. That would have been the extra match on night two. That could have kicked off a match after Oba and Brock, and then you would have started the actual second hour with the ladder match. So I agree. Solo's been overlooked, and hopefully next year we get his WrestleMania debut 4 years into being in the company.
You agree with this? Solo versus Tama coming up at Backlash?
If it's not at Backlash, it's definitely gonna be on the SmackDown before Backlash.
Okay.
I think Solo might need to. Me and Faith been saying this every week. He needs to get some knee pads, oil up that finger, and walk into Roman Reigns' office and say, "Chief, my bad," because he's gonna need it. Because the MFTs, they're not gonna go against Big Brother Tama.
Yeah, gotcha. All right. Stephanie Vaquer versus Liv Morgan for the Women's World Championship. Liv becomes the new champion, getting the pin. This one, especially after her new video and all this kind of stuff, I just kind of figured that would be the way they would go with it. Um, I think Stephanie had a good run as champion, absolutely. I just think they're just going another way, and they're gonna have Stephanie um, stay up and just chase again, and I think it's fine.
I'm not mad at Stephanie Lynn.
hmm
Like you said, she definitely had a good run, and this may sound weird, but I actually liked how she lost because if you notice, Dylan, every championship Stephanie Vaquer has had that she's lost, it's always a 3-on-1. It's always a disadvantage. She lost the North American Championship
hmm
at a disadvantage. She lost the NXT Women's Championship at a disadvantage, and now she loses the Women's World Heavyweight Championship again at a disadvantage. So they're still making Stephanie look good to the point that you need 3 women to beat her.
hmm
So I'm not. That's why I'm not mad at that. I predicted Liv was going to win because this hopefully will set up her and Raquel
Right,
for the Women's World Championship down the line, months
right.
down the road. So Liv needs this championship to further along that story, and hopefully this will lead to Raquel finally getting her solo moment in the sun and become Women's World Champion. So I'm not mad at this match. I loved it. Again, with all the hype going into it, it should have been longer.
Okay. All right. And your thoughts on What match was this? The Usos and LA Knight defeating the Vision and ISO Speed. I thought ISO Speed. I mean, look, I thought his ring work, everything like that was fine. Um, and I kind of I liked a little bit of a story that they told. Just as him being it's like the reluctant bad guy, just kind of forced into the whole thing. Then the good guys like really making him pay for it. We gonna make you suffer a little bit, and then everybody turns on Logan Paul because at the end of the day, everybody hates Logan Paul. We want to see Logan Paul get beat up, you know. so
Yeah.
they help Speed get Logan Paul and take care of business here. Your thoughts?
I like. I think that was pretty much the highlight of that match was ISO Speed doing the Logan Paul, jumping off the turnbuckle or the ring pole to the Spanish announce table. Because usually Logan Paul does that. So to see ISO Speed
Mhm.
do it, that was a great spot for him. He didn't botch anything. His defense when he was doing like the backflips to avoid stuff, I thought that was cool. I'm with Faith, what she said yesterday. The whole dynamic with him and LA Knight. I kind of want to see that 1D
Yeah.
on ISO Speed. Like they just what was the point of having Logan just turn on ISO Speed already? That kind of the creative on that didn't really make sense to me because I had them winning, which would have been better, more heat if he had ISO Speed win. But I guess in the end, he still won in a way. He got his moment.
Well, I understand it just because the crowd they want to cheer Speed. Like nobody hates Speed. So you had to. I understand you had to put together a 3-on-3 match. Fine, you got Speed on the bad side, and now
Mhm.
hey, at the end of the day, it's just the real bad guy is Logan Paul. We hate him.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's really it. Was really no big consequences with the match.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, if Speed really want to take it serious, I can see him following Logan Paul's footsteps and being a star.
yes, yes. If he wants to, I think he could do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Everybody
think
loves
he could do
ISO.
it. Yep, yep, exactly. Um, let's talk about the women's tag team championship. Um, that was on the line in a fatal four way, and to our surprise, not really.
Mm.
Um, Brie Bella had a new tag team partner because Nikki was injured. She came out with the boot on and everything like that. But shout out to Nikki because she wore the shorts. That's what we came here for. Good job, Nikki. Unlike your
I didn't
freaking
cover for that.
twin Bree, Boo Bree. Okay. But they announced their new partner, Paige. She comes out, she does a thing, and she is now tag team champions with Brie Bella. So I know this is a fork in the road that just had to kind of come together because of injury. But
Mm.
now we got Paige. Do we see some kind of split between Nikki Bella and Brie Bella because of Paige? How far do we go with this whole thing? What do you think?
We definitely gonna see a split, but it's not gonna be within the sisters.
Okay.
First, I hated how Paige was revealed because the news had broke the day before
Yeah.
that Paige has signed to WWE, and
Yes.
then not by WWE's fault, other people leaked it out, and then the follow up was Paige was set to Ricky Bella, so they already took the surprise and suspense out of her return. So
Yeah.
we all was already waiting for it. So imagine if her theme song hit and nobody knew. That would have been so awesome. Um, far as the split, me and Ness was talking about this yesterday. We see the writing on the wall 40 miles away. The moment Nikki Bella's ankle heals, they're gonna jump Paige. Paige
Okay.
is she has a target on her back. She's a dead girl walking on arrival. The moment she gets healthy, she's gonna get the boot out of the group, obviously. And then when that happens, AJ Lee's gonna come back. And now
Okay.
you're gonna have the Bella twins versus AJ Lee and Paige, a rematch
Ah.
from a rematch from Wrestlemania back then when it was like AJ's final match.
Yeah.
It was against the Bellas with Paige as their partners, so they're definitely gonna run that back. And they might lose the tag team titles to them. And then hopefully if they do that, maybe get Bailey and Lyra win the tag team titles off of that. But
Right.
I'm just guessing. But yeah, it's only in borrowed time. I think Nikki's probably gonna be cleared, but they're gonna play this up a little bit, and then when the time is right, when it gets close to AJ's return, that's when they're gonna attack her. But I thought for sure that those titles should have went with Lyra and Bailey. They deserved it more than everybody
Yeah.
else.
Yeah. That's one of the ones I thought was going to end up happening. But hey, we'll see where they end up going with the women's tag titles coming from here. Gunther defeats Seth Rollins in their one-on-one match. Paul Heyman said on Monday he owes Gunther for this. But also we got to see the return of Braun Breaker spearing Seth Rollins in the walkway there. Uh, you say you saw him pretty much come out in the hoodie and just wait for his cue, pretty much.
Yeah, we was watching a spot where Gunther and Seth Rollins was setting up the announce table spot,
Mhm.
and me and John just looked over. We see him escort at the bottom of the stage with the hoodie on. We was like, "Uh oh!" And then shout to JoJo. She had the good aerial shot of Braun literally running a 440 down the ramp, hit that corner, hit the other corner, and plow
Yes.
right into Seth Rollins. So to see that happen in real time, that was dope. I predicted that Braun Breaker was coming back at WrestleMania. That was the only way Seth was losing because you put these two together in a match out of nowhere. Somebody had to lose, and it had to make sense. And with Gunther being on the roll that he is, Seth Rollins had to lose. So I like that match itself was good. Um, he's coming out looking like a lichen with the colored eyes and the smoke coming out of his jacket. I thought that was cool. I think the favor was initially supposed to be Brock, obviously. That you wanted the
Right.
Beast, but
Yes.
since Brock is gone, I think now that favor is going to be I want that World Heavyweight title match with Roman Reigns.
Mm, yeah.
Because what other favor would it
Right.
be? It's either Brock or you work your magic and give me a title match. So,
I like it.
yep,
I like it.
I think that's
Makes
what it
sense.
is.
Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Um, Cody Rhodes defeats Randy Orton. Um, Retains the championship here, but how did you feel about the match as a whole with Pat McAfee being involved and coming down, having spots, the with the referee shirt, neck brace, the whole nine there. Then Randy Orton changing and switching back on him because he's a snake. That's what he does. Uh, your thoughts about the main event there?
First of all, Pat McAfee didn't need his own intro. Um, the intro was too long.
Mhm.
He could easily just came out with Randy to save everybody some time. I was look at the end of that match. I was confused as hell on the fact of what was the point of bringing Pat McAfee into this story just to have Orton RKO him. Like, I don't get it. Are they doing a 150 and they're gonna have Pat McAfee a face again after all the crap he talked about people and saving the wrestling business? Is he gonna forgive Randy? We got questions that need answers on Friday because where does Pat McAfee lie in on this? The punt spot. Why couldn't they do that in the match instead of the fact that Orton should have been walking out of Vegas as the 15-time WWE champion, but they dropped the ball on that. So the booking on that made no sense. I get it. Cody Rhodes is going to be WWE champion for a while, but what was the purpose of having Pat there if Pat was going to get screwed like that?
Okay. I agree. I didn't understand it. I mean, my thoughts were initially, okay, maybe he's gonna get some eyes from outside of normal wrestling fans to watch the main event, get them excited about this main event. That's about all I can get from it. But then the way it played out, yeah, like what was the point? So yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with you. All right, let's get to Oba versus Brock Lesnar. Oba comes out and avenges every former black champion there ever was that Brock Lesnar destroyed. Your thoughts?
Listen, man, like you said, the whole nation of Wakanda was riding on the back of Obafemi, and like the entrance, it was so simple, but yet all of Vegas was doing Oba and was chanting his name for a
Yep,
WrestleMania debut like that. That is
exactly.
pretty awesome.
Exactly.
That is pretty awesome.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. Shout out to Oba, man. Handling business. Handling business. Looked good. And he comes out, he gets the whole Roman uh say one thing on the mic, drop it, walk out.
Mm-hmm.
On Raw. So yeah, it's awesome.
He said the ruler has
Awesome.
arrived, and that is it. And
That's
then
it.
he also on Sunday he called out Roman Reigns at the Tribal Chief and get this work.
Okay. Let's go. Let's go.
And Roman was like, "Let's see what you do during the summer, and then we'll
Yeah,
talk." So
yeah,
they're teasing it
exactly.
already.
I like it, man. All right, the Intercontinental Championship, defended in a ladder match. Penta gets the victory, um, and retains his Intercontinental Championship. I, we both called this one for sure, but I thought it was an entertaining match. Everybody got their spots in. Um, Javon Evans comes out looking great with this one. I thought JD McDonough had a strong showing as well.
And his
Your thoughts
head.
on the match? Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
I thought that man lost a piece of his head when he got hit with that that Mexican destroyer. But he
Yeah.
didn't. Everything was fine. Everything was cool. Javon Evans had a good showing as well. I enjoy watching that kid. That kid's gonna have his moment when the time comes. But he was just there for the highlights, for the highlight reel, and he lived up to the billing. So I'm happy to see that Penta is getting a solid run with the IC title. Wait, what?
Whoa, you kidding me? The young OG got buried?
Shout out to shout out, man. He's getting this Pam on. Shout out to young OG.
I'm talking about. Give me Auntie Bailey. Yeah, shoot.
Hey Pamela, I'm ready
Oh,
for the tour.
that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Thank you for sharing that, Faith. We'd like to hear about that.
Oh, Jojo ain't gonna like that one. That's another one that she like
Really?
if
Young
it's
OG?
taken. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Trick Williams over like a mofo, defeating Sami Zayn, becoming new United States champion. Of course, we all call that. Um, did you see the video, Gingerbread Man?
Mm-mm.
He saw
Oh, I saw
yeah,
pieces of it when Lash was
yes, that's it.
like
That's
twerking
it.
in the background and stuff. Yeah, yeah.
That's
I heard the song. I
it.
didn't see the video, but I heard the song. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
Yachty is hilarious. The man
Yeah.
should be a hype man in WWE forever. Um, but
Well,
I'm glad Swap Meet.
this edition made sense then.
Yes,
Well, Yachty. Okay.
yeah. So I'm glad that Swap Meet Sammy lost because he shouldn't have been champion in the first place. They should have been tricking
Mello
Mellow
got robbed,
Gang,
bro.
um,
Mello got
stealing the
robbed,
show.
bro.
They they should have been holding it down on Wrestlemania, getting that spotlight together as brothers. But it is what it is. Now we find out who's in charge, so it makes perfect sense. Um, but shout out to Trick and his Charmin jacket, man. Because listen, I thought that was the toilet paper coming off the hinges. So he was just walking and just kept going and going and going and going and going.
Yeah, man.
Again,
Yeah,
something
man.
simple, but yet it still created a viral moment. So
For real.
shout out to Trick.
For real, bro. Like this dude is like a genius, bro. Like real talk. It's just
Yeah.
simple stuff that keeps you on people's mind and keep the people chanting when you come out. So I love it. I
Mm-hmm.
love it. Shout out to Trick. Do your thing.
Trick.
The Demon Finn Balor defeats Dominic Mysterio in the street fight. Um, we knew that this was going to be one of those matches where Dom was going to be taking some punishment, and Finn was going to get his shots back in on him. The coup de grace, though,
Mm.
through the table, like I thought that looked more rough, like it hurt than other coup de grace. Your thoughts on that? Because like they didn't just go right through.
Yeah. It looked like it hurt,
Yeah,
and it needed to hurt because it's the demon. We all knew that this man was going to get whooped, and the fact that they last minute made it a street fight, on paper they gave Dominic a chance. Because I was expecting it to be a squash match, so it being a street fight gave him a chance. So yeah, that coup de grace needed to happen that way because it came from a demon. So he
yeah,
sent Dominic straight to hell. So I can't wait to
yeah, he
see what
did.
the rematch is gonna be like.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he
Mm-hmm.
did, man. Um, Rhea Ripley defeats Jade Cargill to win the WWE Women's Championship. This is another one we all pretty much called. They did get a spot where Io got in there so at least she was part of the match, sort of, right? Um,
Yeah.
because that would have been another omission from WrestleMania is Io, because Io held it
Mm-hmm.
down all year. When you hold
Mm-hmm.
it down all year, damn it, you need to get to WrestleMania. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Exactly. So in that
that,
case,
that, that's what the original pipe bomb was for.
yeah,
Okay?
and the Kabuki should have been in the tag team match instead of Paige.
There you go. It should have been the Kabuki
So
Warriors.
and if
They
not the
held it down
Kabuki
all
Warriors,
year.
you could have had. If not the Kabuki Warriors, you could have had Michin and B-Fab. Those
Yes.
two girls definitely deserve the Mania moment. So,
Yep. Absolutely.
but this match, I know everyone talked about it. I don't know if you saw it, Dale. That one pin that Jay did on Rhea, where she added a little grind to the pin.
Oh. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes, yes. I commented on that
I was like, yo,
in the group there.
did I just see what I just saw? I'm like,
Yes,
all
yes,
right, Jade,
yes.
showing what you're working
Simulating
with. You know,
sexual acts here.
yeah. I was like, whoa, all right. I guess mommy didn't mind being on the bottom instead of the top, you know. But the right woman won. Um, so happy for Rhea. She's officially on SmackDown. Officially split from Io. So there's no more Rio. And she's gonna do big things on SmackDown. I'm pretty sure Jay's probably gonna get a rematch, and then from there, we finally maybe gonna get Charlotte Part 3 at some point. Um, but yeah. Oh, I saw that. I saw that meme. Like don't be in triple threat matches with Io and Rio because Io and Rhea
Yes,
because you're gonna wind up being
go around pregnant.
pregnant.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. Rhea
But
did strike.
I'm anxious. I can't wait to see the plethora of people to step up. Give Chelsea Green a title shot. I want to see
Yes,
Chelsea Green and Rhea Ripley. That should be fun. Give Chelsea
let's
Green a
go.
title shot.
Let's go.
You
Let's
start
do it.
building the women's division on SmackDown. You know, like really have her go through everybody. You know, Rhea and Nia, Rhea and Lash. You know,
That's right.
Rhea and BFAB. You know, just
Yeah.
like the
Get,
women are there for Rhea.
get that Michael Hayes stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Hold it down, Chelsea, damn it. All right, Roman
Seriously.
Reigns defeats CM Punk to win the World Heavyweight Championship. So now he's going to be making this belt great on Raw here. Um, and he shows up, got the Usos with him. They all got they've got the Raiders jerseys on and everything like that. Um, Bloodline back.
Bloodline for now.
Okay.
Bloodline back. Watching Roman come out on Wrestlemania, he always has the best entrances because they use like the pianos, the drums, and all that stuff. It always had that classical feeling to it. But then when the OG head of the table theme kicked in, I was like, whoa, they're bringing back the theme, and that's when Roman came out to that. I'm like, Punk is a dead man. I'm like, there ain't no way Roman Reigns is losing this. There's like zero way he was losing. So that hearing that theme on Sunday, then hear it again on Monday with the Usos, it's like we actually got the bloodline back.
Yeah. But first person to come face to face with Roman Reigns is Jacob Fatu. Did not
Yeah,
expect that.
me neither. That was a big shocker to see Jacob put up the Raw, who's now officially part of Raw. They had Jacob and Roman separated for years. They never had a match. They had like one small interaction when Roman made his return, but they basically, for all intents and purposes, kept them separate.
Yeah.
So to see Jacob step up, I'm like, wow, they're actually going to go with this first. Um, I don't know, Faith. When we was discussing, who's going to be the OT2, I think we might be overlooking Jacob. Um, Jacob Fatu could be in prime position to one day take over as the one in the bloodline. Um, because something sinister this way comes, and it's just something you just gotta watch out for on Monday nights now. Now that Roman Reigns is gonna be around more often than usual, this is about to cook.
Yeah, man. Yep. Ethan Page comes out on Raw. So it looks like he's going to be that's going to be his new home. Like he signed a deal with Adam Pierce backstage. Um, your thoughts about Ethan Page coming in?
Finally,
Yeah.
he was long overdue for a call up. I thought for sure Ethan was gonna go to SmackDown because Chelsea Green's over there, unless they move Chelsea, because she's been trying to get Ethan Page signed to the main roster. So now
All right.
that it finally happened, we got some fresh blood, and he's already, claiming his intentions of winning the Intercontinental Championship. So the mid card title just got more deep. So him and Penta should put on a good show. So I'm happy for Ethan Page getting the call up.
Yeah, man. Now, let me tell you, I got scared. All right. Liv comes out. She's doing her little thing and she's she's happy she got the title and everything like that. And Sol Ruka comes out. And I'm like,
Mm.
oh no. They about to Page and AJ Lee her. Take this title. But luckily, Sol Ruka gets smashed by Zarya, saves Liv or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Zarya
yeah,
had a small little main roster rub.
yes,
I guess if you saw Ruka, you'd be like, "You're welcome again."
yes,
Um, but we got to see Zara on Monday Night Raw. I thought that was a cool spot, costing her the match.
absolutely.
But Sol Ruka, she put Liv Morgan on notice, so
Hmm.
expect to see her in the title picture. Because the girl is gifted, she's talented. So I can only imagine that WWE is going to push her to the moon the same way they did Stephanie.
Yeah, yeah, man, absolutely. The Street Profits returns, and they go in and start brawling with the Vision, Logan Paul and Austin Theory.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but this unleashes Braun Breaker do a beat down on Seth Rollins here. So more of that. Um, your thoughts here about Street Profits coming back, and then more Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins.
Uh, people owe Montez for an apology for body shaming him. The way that people were doing, saying like, well, he really let himself go. What's going on with the Profits? Why they out of shape? I mean, the man had a pregnant wife the entire time, and I don't have kids, but Dale, I'm pretty sure you can attest. Men go through the pregnancy just as much as the women
That's right.
do.
That's right.
So
Somebody
they
got to
pick
eat
up,
this ice cream with her at night. All right.
yeah. So the men gain the weight just as much as the women gain the weight. So when it was time to come back, he got in shape, and that's what you got. So they owe
Yeah.
him an apology, and people need to start minding their business when it comes to these athletes. I was a little confused seeing the Profits on Monday Night Raw helping out Seth Rollins of all people, but the way I see it, maybe they wasn't really helping Seth Rollins. They just tag team division. They want some titles, and they already been there, done that on SmackDown. So go to Monday Night Raw, new tag team division over there. You got the Usos, you got um, Alpha, the Creed brothers, and then you got the Vision. So and then the New Day whenever Xavier gets back. So um, they look hungry. The Profits look hungry, so it's good to see them back.
Yep. Yeah, man. All right. Um, anything else I didn't mention, man, that you want to bring up?
Let's see. Stephanie's gonna get a rematch. Let's see. I think that's everything big that went down on
Hmm.
Monday. Them teasing us CM Punk going to SmackDown. I think CM Punk kind of suckered Cody into giving him a championship match when he wants it.
Yes.
So
yes.
you saw that devious smile that CM Punk had. So I'm like, God damn it, Cody. You just did it yourself again.
What gave Cody the black eye? What do you think?
The punt. I think the punt did. Because it was like square right in the eye. So or maybe it could be the belt and the punt, to be honest with you. It could have been both.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, that's going to wrap up the show for us this week. Long weekend of wrestling for sure, but a good one. And as we prepare for now the drought between this time and SummerSlam till we start heating up for SummerSlam. This is usually the wrestling drought here. So we'll see what happens. I think they're gonna try to pick it up and make sure it doesn't turn into a drought.
She kills me when she calls her Stephanie Kerr. And then next Friday, there's another bloodline. Next Friday, there's another bloodline battle. Zilla and Lance for House of Glory is going to be back in LA next Friday. So we get to be in the building for that, to see that match finally take place. And who knows? There might be some implications as far as WWE wise. Whoever comes out of there, the loser. If Zilla loses the title, be on the lookout.
Let's go. We're gonna see. All right, cool. Well, we will be back next week talking more wrestling. Kenny Omega, take us home.
Must bid you two a goodbye. Mwah. Good night. Bang! Yes!
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.